pushing forward. Now Shaw's little one over the top to side bottom. So his second match here, side bottom.
It's another 15 today. Out of the last couple of weeks, he's one shining light.
And he's played in the two lowest scoring games so far ever in Mickey's career at Collingwood. His first two games, 40 and 33 at the moment. He's been on the end of a couple of towelings, but he's done his bit, hasn't he, side bottom?
He has.
In fact, Mickey mentioned him in the press conference on Monday night. In fact, they might have found another one. Gibbs down the line for Vola's hip and shoulder. Back to Presti. He'd be pretty happy at the moment in one way, not with a scoreboard. He'd be devastated by that, but with the goals against Favola's name right now, the lack of.
Shaw, sweeping hand pass after all of that goes forward, taken by O'Brien. Drives it down towards half forward. Thornton just ghosting in, takes the mark.
Well, Collingwood, they've got the West Coast Eagles in Subiaco next week. And for them, it's all of a sudden their run looks very, very difficult.
Yeah, that'll be very tough for them. Wonderful. Wellingham going back with a flight of it. He's got it right on the wing. 96 plays 33.
Get it long.
Wellingham. No, that's not the spot for it.
That's a nothing kick. Absolutely nothing.
Yes, it's a strong genre this afternoon, the nothing kick. Especially from Collingwood. Shuffling away, Austin goes down towards half forward. Clever mark, O'Brien. That was great.
This is the worst Collingwood have had. Their skills have been really ordinary today.
That wasn't bad though. It goes with the outside of the boot. He intended that to Tuvey. They will work the boundaries no matter what. And that bounces just inside the boundary and goes out. So right angles the kick. And then one even wider to the boundary. But O'Brien, no fault of his, that was a great mark under real pressure.
Collingwood defence has felt a lot of that today. Cruiser wins the tap. And Gibbs puts the tackle on Wood. So how's Wood gone, do you reckon, Ox? I mean, he gets his chance today with Fraser injured.
Just at best.
Took it out of the air, then Cruiser. Waits, Brown onto him, and Lockett. Well, he had his own teammate there, so he kept the foot down. Russell got it from Austin to Hadley. Hadley into the centre, dangerous spot. Wellingham.
Tackle go advantage.
Heard the ump. So Cox out wide to Maxwell, charging hard, needs to try and deliver. Got around Robinson, goes to fall forward. Beams front spot. Just got past Anthony. Jamison on the up. Cruiser like a rover, isn't he, at times? Out to Yaron. Haven't seen a whole lot of him. Robinson, who looks a bit hurt here. Not really stretching out. And a boundary throw in.
A lot of tired bodies out there. They just both run from the other end of the ground. Maxwell took off and Mitch followed him.
And what today's doing also is giving Carlton a huge percentage advantage over Collingwood. They came in with about 20% more, and that's increasing by the minute.
Davis, we saw Judd stretching on the boundary as Davis kicks from about 75 metres out. Oh, what a good mark.
Great mark. Great mark. He plays that third man well.
Yeah. He's backed himself a few times, hasn't he? Just to come across. And
Nathan Brown will learn from that. He needs to just bring the ball to the ground. He's got to make a contest. He can't allow that to happen.
Murphy.
That's yours.
Coming up for possession number 24. Judd back on the ground, back in the action. Looking for 30 again this afternoon. Cruiser, 27 for Judd at the moment. O'Brien. A kick from Wellingham down towards half forward. Under pressure, Lockyer coming up the ground. Jamison tried to go to Judd, chopped off by Wellingham. Cruiser was in there. Wood worked out of it. Jamison picks up the footy, chooses the right option, comes back to Thornton. In its way, a very forgettable game, this one. Thornton in the back pocket, issuing a few instructions, floats it outside the 50. Punch back in by Cox. Well, almost. Judd knocks it out again. O'Brien's got it now. Got it from Lockyer. Ran into a dead end. Well done, Gibbs. Well done, Judd. Over the head of Jamison. Well, if you're sitting in this area about 20 metres away, you're getting your money's worth. There goes the kick eventually down towards full forward from Wood. Bauer decides that Carlton should go around the outer side wing. Austin's got the run of it. Well done, O'Brien.
Did do well to Swan, and then Swan centering kick gives Lockyer the chance. Couldn't quite take it, Lockyer, then doesn't quite get enough on it to kick the goal. Anthony, well done, almost held it. Thornton and Jamison, no free kick. Beams scrambles it through. Anthony worked hard.
How's that not a free kick?
Well, scrappy play again. And Beams ends up kicking the goal, but it wasn't normal. It wasn't your run-of-the-mill goal. Bit of a contest there. And that is a free kick.
He wasn't concerned with giving away a free kick. He was just angry.
No, he was frustrated. Yep.
Beams getting his first kick of the afternoon. Up until then, 7 hand passes.
It doesn't mean it's right. The umpire should have been able to see that.
I think so. I mean, Anthony had given up on the ball. He was just angry and was quite prepared to concede a free kick.
Dragged it in, must get
just
rid
for
of it,
the
dragged it in.
feel of human flesh.
In the ball. You dragged it in.
Against Hadley.
Ready up.
O'Brien hasn't stopped trying. 20 possessions. Shaw runs, then kicks inside the forward 50. Anthony hasn't stopped presenting as this ball is knocked towards the boundary, and Jamison heads for the interchange. 9 minutes to go. Just watch this again. He's just angry. Beams got the goal. Swan, meantime, gets it from Tuvey. Very high, down towards full forward. Wonderful courage by Anthony. Got into that pack, got the ball on the ground. 3-on-1. Davis penalised. Simpson to the outer side. Stevens away.
He's got a paddock in front of him here, Stevens. Probably go inboard. He may get it back in a moment. Bauer, yep, to Stevens. Still a lot of space. Pendlebury comes up towards him. Goes to Favola. No, short of him and Shaw. Over to Chopin in front of Yaron. Now Clark. Tuvey back to Pendlebury. Big numbers again for him today. So Beams with that 1 kick, 1 goal and 7 handballs. That one inside 50. Anthony the go-to man. Good mark.
Well, gee, he got the push into the mark itself. Thought the kick from Beams was just an up and under, but he's pretty strong in the contest. He initiated the contact. That's a good fly. He protected the ball 2 away from Thornton.
He's a good player.
He's different, isn't he?
Yeah, very unique.
He's hard. Yeah, he's hard to. Very unique, Cox. He's hard to categorise.
Yes.
He can kick a goal, and he's got a couple today late in this match. What do you think of him, Ox?
I like him. I like him because he does things different. He's not your traditional, lead-ups type of player. He plays with a fair bit of emotion. He plays angry, but he does what he needs to do. He contests. He kicks his goals that he's supposed to kick. Yeah, I like him. He's different, but I like him.
2 goals for the afternoon.
Wow.
Massive crowd, over 82,000, the 7th biggest between these 2 clubs in their storied history, and the biggest since 1995. Hasn't been the game they were hoping for, I'd say, either set of supporters. Crashing through was Simpson, off the ground by Swan. Judd couldn't control it. Simpson goes again. Stevens, Judd, lurking off the pack that time. Judd, this should be dangerous. Never waste the football. Under pressure, Collingwood. Gibbs has got the footy now. Should have gone out wide. This one bounces down towards full forward. Murphy was on. Murphy won't be happy. Gibbs knows.
Not sure if you saw him. I reckon he may have been a little bit too lateral for him to pick him up. We'll give him an out.
Murphy 24 possessions. Gibbs 25. Favola knocks it down. Betts. That's